Hi, fireflies. Oh, it's so wonderful to see you again. You made it back to where it all began. The place between dreams and nightmares. The home of fun, fear, and forever. We've got all your old friends here. Mercy's in the corner, Ramblin' Rabbit's still talking. He never stops. And Abby? Well, she's sleeping. For now. But do you feel it? The lights spinning, the music twisting out of tune. That's the carnival waking up again. Every color, every laugh, painted over the pain of a man who just wanted everyone to smile. He gave us stories. He gave us monsters. He showed us that fear could be beautiful. And somewhere out in the dark woods, he's still telling them, with a lantern in his hand and that same crooked grin. So come on in, little firefly. Take a seat. The show's about to begin. And remember, when you hear the laughter echo in the dark, it's just him saying hello.
He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his. He's got you and me, sister, in his hands. He's got you and me, brother, in his hands. He's got everybody here in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. I've got the whole wide world in my hands. I've got the whole wide world in my hands. I got everybody here in my hands. I've got the whole world in my He never dies.
Alright. Messages, move my mic closer to me. Move my keyboard out of the way. Oh. Still waiting for it to switch to this. Do that. Okay. a fucking... Okay, no, I didn't use it. Because I really want Yehoda. I'm still mad I didn't get her on her first run. And so I plan to do this event to try to get her.
This is where Never said the expo should be.
Let me think. Yeah! Let's go with this. We can't keep changing the setup.
Where are the goods being stored? You still haven't told us.
And what's the guild's cut on transactions this year?
Sorry, one question at a time, please. Oh, I should have just stuck to cat wrangling.
Hey, Yehoda!
Traveler! Paimon! Sorry. I've got kind of a line here.
Don't worry, we're not here to pile more work on you.
Really? Boss Neff, you absolute lifesaver! I'm seriously drowning over here. Oh, you two are doing me a huge favor.
Never asked us to handle participant coordination. So, how can we help?
Let me think. Oh, right. There are still 3 participants that haven't checked in. At least I think it was 3. Ugh, come on, Yehoda. Get a grip. I'm not forgetting anything. Am I?
Looks like Yehoda's doing her freaking out face again.
Sorry. There's just so much to keep track of.
Let's start with the basics then. What does
I'm not looking
participant
respectfully at Yehoda,
coordination
by the way.
involve?
Just make that clear.
Exactly.
It's things like registering all the participants, verifying their goods, showing them to their booths. Oh, and if any disputes break out between them, it's your job to mediate.
Got it!
We're still waiting on the sellers for these last 3 booths. One's reserved for Ino, but as for the other 2, they're both big deal clients from abroad. The kind of people we really don't want to offend, so be extra careful around them, okay?
Hey, the Traveler's got this. What's the worst that could happen?
You don't get it. One of them's the captain of some mercenary fleet
Beto.
sailing the high seas, and the other's a top dog in the criminal underworld. Getting on their bad sides, 100% a no-go. If
Doesn't
something
say,
goes
like-
wrong, let's
Oh, well,
hope that's
the
a big if.
art for
Don't
the
engage.
dead spoiler for that.
Tell him you work
And
for Boss
I was
Neff.
like, immediately, I was like, as soon as I saw the hairpiece, I was like, Beto.
You have a
And
bunch
then
of work
something
still,
about
right?
Navia.
Leave the Merc Captain and
Because I think
Gangster Buzz
Navi
to
is the
us.
only person in this game that uses an umbrella.
Lifesavers, the both of you. Not cry hot dogs are on me later, I promise. And whatever else you want. Anyway, I'm guessing the 2 sellers I just mentioned are caught up with lodging or cargo. You should be able to find them at these addresses. I'd get over there pronto if I were you. People like that don't take well to be kept waiting. Oh, and tell Ino to bust a move, would you? The booth I'm saving for her is in a prime location. If she doesn't come claim it, the other participants are gonna start asking questions.
I am so glad I have a character who can walk on water. Yeah, one. Oh look, he just fast travel out there.
Wait, is this?
Actually, this is the second ship in our fleet.
The Alcor's back home patrolling Guyunstone Forest.
Beidou! The infamous merc captain who sails the high seas!
Yeah. We've met, remember? What's with all the pomp and circumstance?
It's a long story.
Well, no sense standing around. Take a seat, tell me all about it. I'll have my men roll out the welcome mat. Ah, I see. So you know the head honcho of the curatorium, huh? Your network of connections is something else, that's for sure.
Right. We need a record of who's participating in the expo and what you're planning to trade.
Well, mark down me and a few crew members as participants. The rest will stay on the ship. As for what we're trading, take a look.
Big old mug. Real quick. If I can close this door.
What is it?
A while ago, Ningguang revamped the Guizhong Ballista. The beauty you see here is one of her new and improved models. It has insane firepower and comes complete with remote guidance for accurate striking even at long distances. I just know people are gonna be fighting to get their hands on it.
Are you sure you're allowed to sell stuff like this?
Don't worry. Compared to the model the Milleleth's using, this one might as well be an antique.
Never wasn't kidding when she said no restrictions, huh?
Oh, I'm sure someone will bite. Buyers from all over Teyvat will be in attendance, after all.
Yelan?
Yelan jump scare.
Ah, sorry. I was so busy with the cargo, I forgot to mention that Yelan was aboard.
No worries. You here for the expo too, Yelan?
No, I'm just here for work. Captain Beidou was kind enough to lend me a ride, so no need to register me with the expo. Anyway, it's been a while, Traveler. If you get the chance, be sure to pass along my regards to the head of the curatorium. The sensitive kind.
Sounds like our cue to stop asking questions, doesn't it?
Well, I'll be off then. Once I'm done with this, drinks are on me.
About time! I've been itching to see Nod cry from the bottom of a bottle.
Alright, that's it for registration. Follow us, and we'll take you to the venue.
So, this is the place, huh? Not a bad spot. When you've got some time, come help me test the remote guidance on this thing. It's a real thrill, you'll love it.
I'll come back to that. First thing first. 252. I assume this is where Navi is. It's quite fitting to run in there as Navi.
The flagship. Yes, this participant decided to figure out lodging first.
Partner, Paimon.
Navia! It's been forever!
You got that right. Representing the Spina di Rosula, of course.
Top dog of the criminal underworld. Yeah, that checks out.
Is that my new nickname? I'm not opposed. It's kind of snazzy.
It's great that we found you. We're working a commission to help with participant registration right now. You know, goods verification, stuff like that.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, take a seat. I ordered a whole bunch of food. Clarand and Chevreuse went to unpack some things, but should be back in a sec. Oh, speak of the devil.
Talking about us?
Clarand! Chevreuse! You're here too!
Nodcry is a chaotic and dangerous place. Considering the Spina's importance to Fontaine, the last thing we need is for something to happen to its president.
I do find it nice to travel with friends, but come on, look who you're talking to. What's the worst that could happen?
With that nonchalant attitude, it's anybody's guess.
Fair enough. Guess you can mark down our champion duelist
Well, I
here
guess
as
worst case
my
scenario, where we can
bodyguard.
come back specifically target Navi.
Gang boss?
No
And
one
her
would be
bodyguard.
prepared for that.
Got it! Should we mark you down for the expo too, Chevreuse?
No need. I'm here on official business. A lot of our recent cases have had ties to Nodcry.
And that's Paimon's cue to butt out. Oh, one more thing. What's the Spina planning to trade at the expo?
Oh, this right here. It's one of the Fontaine Research Institute's newest inventions. It's a kind of relay system that allows the user to unleash Pneuma and Usia energy in battle.
So it's a weapon?
Of course. At a market with no legal oversight like this one, weapons are gonna be the first to go.
Guess so. Still, bragging about not having to follow the law in front of Chevreuse feels wrong.
I don't mind. I've read quite a bit about lawless territories and crime novels before. As a detective, I know that I'll need to put the rules aside for now if I want to get things done here. And on that note, I should get to work. I've got patrol members waiting on me.
Well, ready to head over to the venue? Just follow us!
All right, let's get this show on the road. I want to get a bit of shopping in as well.
I keep picking up my controller, forgetting that Nodcry is
Wow,
insufferable
it's even
with
bigger
missions
than I
that don't
expected.
have you actually play
I'm
the game.
hoping
and just
more
watch
people will show
cutscenes.
up, though.
It'll get busier once things kick off. Still, looks like Yehoda needs a lot of help.
Well, Clarand and I are all set up for now. Be sure to stop by our booth when you get a chance.
First things first. And I know one thing for sure, I ain't fast traveling that far. I ain't walking that far, I mean I am fast traveling. You know, hold on. Do that in a bit. Man, of course, if you're in. This is my husband.
Why won't you do the scat stream?
No, the scat stream is for episode 5. I already told you that. Well, scat as in reading the Wikipedia page on Copperphagia, as well as... No, we weren't doing Copperphagia, we were doing Formicophilia, reacting to the video, the Vice documentary about the guy who sticks worms in his dick.
Hello.
We're helping out Never with some expo stuff, and we heard the Krumkake Craft Shop is taking part.
Correct. Aino is just doing a final round of debugging on her Thwack and Smack defense bots.
Oh!
Even
is
I
that
will
her
say, though,
submission for the expo?
that... Let me go through some of the messages you sent me on
Yes.
Discord while this
Moles
is going.
and
right?
other small creatures often steal from the craft shop, so Aino
There's a
designed a
problem
defense
here
bot
too,
based
right?
off of them to protect
I don't
this place.
have fan mail,
Upon
so we
further
couldn't
testing,
do part of what you
these
wanted.
bots turned out to be highly effective, So she decided to perform some upgrades and bring them to the expo.
And also,
Wait! So
and
Ino
also
is
as far as
actually
your
gonna
whole thing about
train
starting a
one of her
podcast called the
bots?
Pooh Hole Chronicles,
Not
right?
exactly.
I will say
With
this,
the exception
in all
of a few special
seriousness,
orders,
if
Ino
you
rarely
actually
sells
do
her
make
finished
that
products.
show,
What she's trading
and
at the
I
expo
am
is
not
the blueprint,
like at
not the
work or
finished
something
product.
like that when you do it, right?
Oh.
I will absolutely be your
Are you
co-host.
guys ready to head over then? Yehoda asked us to speed things along a bit. She's saving a super good spot for you, and she's worried people are gonna start asking questions.
I told her I need to finish debugging first. There's no point in rushing or I'll have nothing to trade.
Oh! Paimon's never seen Ino this serious before.
The craft shop is experiencing a severe shortage of funds. Ino is hoping the expo will improve our financial situation, so she's being extra thorough.
Where'd all the money go? Some kind of expensive research?
Okay, LMAO, the Pooh Hole Chronicles might
Negative.
happen.
It's our dessert funds that are
I
lacking.
would say, like,
We have had at least
yeah, if I'm not
47
busy
cases
when you do
where
that,
excess dessert purchases have led to a shortage of
and
research
I'm
funds.
down to be your co-host.
As such, I decided to split up our research and dessert budgets. Ino is forbidden from dipping into one to transfer to the other. And not too long ago, she cleaned out the entire dessert budget for this month.
Because I have some gross stories that I don't want to get into on stream that I'd be willing to go and get into detail on
Whack and whack
in a
defense box.
dedicated
Do me
stream that
proud.
is not on my channel.
Looks like we can head over now.
This looks like a good spot for the demo platform.
This new bot looks pretty interesting, I know.
Swing by
Gross
and
shit
try it
stories
out
will have their
whenever
own
you
dedicated
want.
segment.
It'll blow your mind.
I
just know
assumed
it.
they would.
Thanks for the help.
You know, you have to ask, but like, what all segments? Well, you say that, but it's like, what all segments would be on there? You know, because we got the
I will be participating,
fan mail, which doesn't
but there's
exist
no need
yet
to register.
section where
I
people
know.
want to talk
She doesn't
about
like
it.
to be around a lot of people.
I know you were talking
Once
about
the expo starts, she'll head
reviewing
straight back to the craft
pictures.
shop.
Shit.
Good point.
And then, obviously, gross shit stories.
Participants that Yehoda mentioned are all set now. Let's go give her an update.
I know, completely unrelated. I have been having some awful fucking gas these last few days.
Hey, what was that for?
Just shut up and move along. This spot is mine now.
It's the lady in charge. We were just setting up our booth and he's trying to take it from us. A troublemaker, huh?
Reviewing scat
The
porn
expo
without showing any of it on
announcement
stream.
Spells it out clear as day. All forms of violence are strictly prohibited. Read it and weep, Buster. I've been wanting to talk tough like that for ages. Should be enough to scare off a punk like him, no problem.
It's not like I wanted to hit anyone. It's just not fair.
What's that supposed to mean?
We all know the black market stuff is in the highest demand here. So how did these dwarfs get a spot selling these stupid toys? I did some digging, and guess what? Turns out these brats have connections in the Voynich Guild. Obviously, someone pulled a few strings to get them here. But me, I missed one stupid deadline, and that's when the rules start to matter? Give me a break.
Hey, we earned our place, fair and square.
As if.
So, you're slinging
A day in
out
the life of a
easy
shit eater
targets, huh?
featuring Squishy.
That might work for you on the outside, but not here. and not under my watch. These kids earned the right to be here, same as everyone else. Don't believe me? Take it up with the guild. We'll see who comes out on top.
Just you wait.
Who the heck was that?
Just some punk looking for a fight. But I scared him off without even lifting a finger. I'm still shaking. That was close. Almost had to pull the Never guard.
Well, he's lucky he decided to run off, or we'd have helped teach him a lesson.
Also, while it's on my mind, something I was just thinking of, right, is
All in a
that I
day's
don't
work.
understand with this game
Anyway,
is
knew I remembered you
how
guys.
how
Your
technology
guardian
has
works
advanced.
for the guild, right?
Because,
Ugh,
for
was it
example, the
again?
first area you go
Auntie,
to, right,
Are you all right?
there's nothing
I'm fine. Just got a little
electrical
scrape when he
in
pushed
the
me.
entire area.
I got caught
right?
up with something.
Like, all the
I
lights
should
in the
have been
city
here.
are like the little
I'm sorry.
lanterns with the flames and stuff like that, you know.
All
And same with
right.
all lighting
As
in
for
the entire
Patty,
everything.
the one man in the
right?
guild who wouldn't know profit
And
if
then
it hit him in the face.
You get to Leeway,
You
about
get
the
a
same.
spot in the most lucrative market in the
Inazuma,
world.
about the same, but they do have a
and
little
you're
bit more
letting
like
the
things like
kids use it
elevators
to
and stuff,
sell
right?
toys. And no one
Sumeru
else would even
has
entertain that
the
idea.
Well, the
Akasha
purpose of the
terminals,
expo is
which
free
is
trade,
like basically
right?
like
There's no rule that
Google
participants
Glass,
have to
where
sell
you have
weapons.
the glasses and you can look at something and it'll tell you everything
but
about it and stuff.
Most
right?
people know what's gonna make real
And then in
dough.
Fontaine, they
Unlike
have
a certain someone.
mechs that walk around guarding things and
Auntie,
stuff
Neb,
like that.
Rhea, head back to the
And
booth.
then
If
this
anything
area,
else comes up, you
Nod
call for
Cry
me,
has
okay?
a giant death laser.
Don't be reckless.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
You two know your stuff.
Wait, what? Then why not make them look the part? They'll sell tons better that way.
If you were to leave your kids a gift, would you choose a toy or a weapon?
Well...
In any case, I'm not looking to make it big. I applied for the expo because the kids thought it would be fun. All I care about is them having a good time.
IRL stream section, reviewing
You're
the
still
pooping
gonna be
experience
busy
in
with
filthy,
guild business,
disgusting
though,
gas station
right?
restrooms.
Just a heads up. This might not be the safest place to leave the kids
The
unattended.
problem is there's not a lot of gas stations near me
understand.
within reasonable walking
A
distance.
lot of children suffer because
And
their parents are too concerned
they're
with
actually
work.
relatively clean, all things considered.
It's unavoidable sometimes. But I want them to have better.
You know what? Don't even sweat it. I'll look out for them. What the heck are you doing, Yehoda?
Really? That would be amazing. What do you say to Miss Yehoda, you three?
Thank you, Miss Yehoda. My pleasure. Just have them come find me if anything comes up.
Got it. I should get going then.
Wow. Way to step up, Yehoda.
I'm just looking out for some kids. How hard could it be? Then again, I bet I'll be swamped with disputes to settle once this thing gets rolling for real.
Relax, we'll help you out. Oh, also, we registered the last 3 participants. So, the expo can start now, right?
Wow, already? In that case, let me go get things ready for the grand opening. Talk to you later.
She really does have a lot on her shoulders.
Attention, everyone! Participant registration is now complete. On behalf of the Voynich Guild, I am pleased to announce that the Nod Cry Trade Expo is open for business.
Okay, so. Okay, so I need to get 1,000 of these points.
Should we take a look around? Or...
Okay.
Locked and loaded, waiting on your signal. Blaze Moon time!
Come say hi! A gift from the land of the young! Coming at ya! Attack! Strike a pose!
Fire support ready! Select the target! Switch to ground attack shells and increase firepower! Nice! Good shooting!
As you like it! Go, Ruby! Like it or lump it! Hey there! Where'd that come from? Fire! Well, shower me with praise! Let my name echo in song!
The sky's clear! The Blaze Moon shines! Fire support ready! Select a target! Land the projectile in the middle of the enemy formation. Nice! Good shooting! Shield them!
A gift from the land of the young! Coming at ya! Coming at ya! Time to shine! Yeah!
Without further ado, the sky's clear. Fire support ready. Select the target.
Okay, we'll come back to that. So I want to do that again. But, first thing first. Damn it. Oh, this is gonna take me a while.
Wonder how Beto, Navia, and Inefa's goods are selling. Let's go check!
Excuse me. According to the expo announcement, you are in charge of mediating. Just now, as Aina was about to return to the workshop, she got dragged into a conversation with some individuals who appear to have unofficial ties to the expo. My database does not have relevant information on how to address the situation, so I came to you for help.
Unofficial ties, huh?
Come with me.
A device that uses Numa and Usia energies in battle. With that kind of tech, a bandit group could rob a caravan without even showing their faces.
And what about this thing? Remote guidance? Precision bombing at long distance? If a group of thugs got their hands on it, their enemies might as well surrender on the spot.
The Fontaine Research Institute made the right call going through the Spina di Rosula rather than selling it themselves.
The same is true for the Ministry of Civil Affairs, I'm sure. A merc captain who spends most of her time at sea is far less conspicuous.
Huh?
What about this girl? She seems to be trading in military-grade weapons as well.
The Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop does take on a lot of orders for dangerous creations. But I think in this case...
I'm overthinking it?
I think so.
Elon? Chevron? What are you doing here?
Traveler? Paimon? How did you find this place?
Although this location is indeed rather secluded, Aino has equipped me with a special sensor module. With it, I was able to detect that you had pulled her aside for questioning.
The rumors are true then. She's quite the little engineer.
Can you tell me what this is about already?
Apologies, but it's a matter of utmost importance, so I had to be sure. After our conversation, however, I can confirm that Aino is not involved in this case.
Traveler, could you help us clear up this misunderstanding?
Understood.
Based on our conversation just now, I'm guessing neither of us is the target the other is searching for.
I second that. And since our strategies were so similar, I'd wager we're after the same person.
Yeah, Paimon thought so too.
Well, I wasn't planning on dragging you into all this, but now that I appear to have gained an unexpected partner, I suppose I might as well explain. I trust you, Traveler, and Miss Chevra seems to do the same. With you here, I'm hoping we can avoid further misunderstandings.
Agreed.
Miss Chevros and I seem to be here in Nodcry to reel in the same fish.
That's right. And the product we brought to trade is the bait. Of course, if I worked in the booth, it might tip people off. So that's where Navia comes in. I assume it's the same situation with Captain Beto?
So, does that mean your target is gonna be at the expo?
Yes. There's a good chance it's one of the buyers.
But, what about Nefer's golden rule?
What? No. I've done some digging into the head of the Curatorium and where she stands. We can't let her know what we're doing.
Well...
I wouldn't be surprised if she got the Traveler involved because she anticipated this from the start. If the Traveler has someone to answer to, then we should go.
Fine.
Put my lid back on my mug. I just poured about like 5 of those monster beasts into my mug. And I'm gonna have a nice long night because I know this is gonna take me a while. I'm gonna go back to playing mini games. Oh, God.
This is just a simulation, but be on your guard.
has activated a backup energy source for you. Keep at it!
Okay. I'm realizing just how bad these minigames are gonna suck. A lot of ass. But the goal is just to recruit, get Yehoda. That is the main goal. This is just Plants vs. Zombies.
If you want to drum up some business, all you gotta do is holler, and everyone on the first floor will be able to see you. Also, you have to come this way to get to the second floor, which pretty much guarantees that everyone attending the expo will notice you guys at some point. Not bad, huh? Thanks to the spot I saved you, you guys will be drowning in business before you know it.
Your point being?
Cross-referencing Yehoda's current facial expression against database. Confirmed. Analysis suggests that Yehoda hopes we will return the favor.
You bet I do. At least Robo-Girl gets it.
Okay, how do we do that?
Generating proposal. Complete. Yehoda, the next time you visit the workshop, I will reserve the seat closest to the hallway for you.
Huh?
This seat provides priority access to any dessert items delivered from the kitchen. It is also free from window glare and sits at optimal proximity to the teapot. By reserving this premium spot for you, I can guarantee you a most enjoyable dessert sampling experience.
Is this your idea of a fair trade?
Are you kidding me? That spot's usually reserved for me. I'd never let you take it if I didn't have my dessert budget to consider. What's going on? Yehuda looks upset.
All right, I'll level with you. Since I saved you such a great spot for your booth and all, could you possibly lend me some technical support? Please?
Technical support?
This year's expo is way bigger than ever before, which means there's definitely gonna be more shenanigans going down too. I know, surely you have some kind of contraption that can, like, scare everyone at the expo into compliance or something. As the manager, I need something I can fall back on in case the you-know-what hits the fan.
Let me think. If things escalated that far, shouldn't you just report it to Never instead of trying to deal with it yourself?
Well, yes, technically speaking. But if, for example, it was somehow kind of my fault. Remember those 3 kids? Well, that punk who was harassing them wasn't just some random nobody. He was just the one that got picked to stir things up. There's a whole bunch of people here who aren't happy with the booth situation. Now, obviously, they don't have the guts to pick a fight with the Voynich Guild directly, but apparently, they at least have the guts to harass 3 kids outside the confines of the expo. The problem is, I'm not really supposed to get involved with anything that isn't strictly to do with the expo, so the whole thing would kind of be hard to explain to Neff. Not that I regret what I did, but jeez, Yehuda, you sure know how to make life harder for yourself.
Okay, yeah. Sounds like we need to be smart about this. Fine. Just this once, I guess I can lend you the Clink Clank Crisis Control Switch.
Agreed. This option meets Yehuda's requirement for an expo-wide intimidation strategy.
The Clink Clank Crisis Control Switch. What's that?
This little guy right here. I made it recently after getting myself into a really sticky situation. To activate the switch, you just need to give him 3 taps on the head. If you do that, there's pretty much nothing in Notcry that you won't be able to handle.
Really? So what actually happens when you activate it?
You'll find out if it comes to it, but I'm only letting you use it once, so you better save it for when you really need it.
Okay, cool.
It's a bomb.
I'll take your word for it.
I am assuming it is a bomb.
The match is about to begin. Please, get ready.
Well, yeah.
New attacking units have taken the field.
Right.
Two separate mechanical combinations like placing a cake atop a steak. I almost never hear this analogy. Calculating efficiency of command. 3 times higher than standard. This will be my final attack. Ha, ha, ha.
Not quite enough. But, I'm going to the bathroom real quick, and then, well, yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, so I'm gonna mute my mic, and then after that, come back, and then I'm gonna go do Abyss, Legendary Theater, and then come back here.
Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
of the valley! Skyward! Scatter!
Incoming! Cut to the chase!
Let's get it on! You're dead meat! Seize the skies! Ah! Ha! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward!
Don't blink!
Let the mountain's veins boil! Bring it!
Incoming! Strike a pose! Let the world come along! Fire! Well,
Barbados, guide us. I must leave no stone unturned, as a dutiful maid would.
Alright, I'm back. Put my keyboard back over here.
skyward! Don't blink! Hey! Nowhere to hide!
Skyward! Scatter! Stray clouds converge! Buckle up! Gloves off! Let engraved names echo! Bring it! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward!
Hey! With sword comes shadow.
Yeah! Scatter! Skyward!
Incoming!
Let's get it on! Ha! Let the mountain's veins boil! Skyward!
Don't blink! Hey there! Shower me with your...
Steady as stone.
Wind, hear me. Strike a pose.
Yeah!
to the chase. You're dead meat.
Bring it! Scatter! Skyward! Let's get it on! Ha! Stray clouds converge! Ha! Yeah! Buckle up! Hi! Letting brave names echo! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward!
Attack! That's the way. Hey there! Huh! Time to shine. Leave it all to me. Time to clean up. Coming at ya! Coming at ya! I must leave no stone on Barbados. Guide us. Watch out! Watch out! Let my name echo in song! Shower me with fire! Well, as a good knight should. Watch out! Go as fly! Steady as stone. I swear by my sword. Time to shine. Yoo-hoo!
Now it's your turn.
Well, hey there! Don't blink. With sword comes shadow. Strike a pose. Let my name echo in song.
Bring it! Let the mountain's veins boil!
Watch out!
Use the force off.
Change of plan. Incoming. Hey! Shower me with praise. Don't blink. Cut to the chase.
Resistance is futile. Save yourself the pain.
Watch out!
Yeah! Scatter!
I must leave no stone unturned. Leave it all to me.
Scatter!
Go as one!
Wind, hear me! Seize the skies!
Look alive! Steady as stone.
Scatter! Skyward! Let's get it on! Ha!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Skyward! Scatter! Ha! Hi! I swear by my sword! Here! Hi!
Leave it all to me.
Ha! Cha! Look alive! Ah! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Ha! Stray clouds converge!
Steady as stone.
Yeah! Ha! Buckle up! Hi! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Ha! Yeah! Scatter!
Go as one! Leave it all to me.
Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Wind, hear me! Look alive! Ha! Seize the skies! Ah! Yeah! Ah! Let's get it on! Ah! Ah!
Steady as stone.
Yeah! Skyward! Yeah! Buckle up! Hi! Yeah! Skyward!
Go as one!
Yeah! Huh! Let's get it on!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Scatter! Barely a scratch!
Barbados, guide us. Make way for the... Buckle up! Leave it all to me.
Let's get it on!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Scatter! Skyward! Look alive! Hi! Skyward! Scatter! Let's get it on! Scatter!
Leave it all to me.
Skyward! Scatter! Look alive!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Scatter! Skyward! Let's get it on!
I swear by my sword.
Scatter!
Go as one.
Stray clouds converge!
You ain't messing around.
Look alive!
Steady as stone.
Skyward! Scatter!
Barbados, guide us.
Let's get it on! Ha!
Okay. Imaginary theater. Open up my phone and myself.
This is how it must be.
Let's see.
Locked on.
Oh, glory! The dead would blaze in dragon fire.
Mind the deluge.
I may have overestimated the
Let's stir things up. The same shadows of fate. Fate is upon you.
Target acquired.
Be still. Kamisato on. Suiyu.
May the Archon protect. Let me scribe. Written in the stars.
I got him cornered. Claim these souls.
The dead would blaze in dragon fire.
It's time to pull the trigger.
I will follow where you lead.
For the Lord of the Night.
The dead would blaze in dragon fire.
Mind the deluge.
This should be fun. Thus saith he. Please, grant us your blessing.
Locked on. Yeah. Cascade.
Okay, so I should have knocked all the dudes out of my teams, so... No.
We shall prevail. Do your worst. Delve into destiny. Fate is upon you.
Things are about to get dicey.
Green moons converge.
Here comes the catch.
Grant us your blessing. Yield.
A moonlit night for all.
Do your worst.
Decided by destiny.
Busted. Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha.
Surge. A new moon rises.
I will show no mercy to anyone who threatens my companions. So whatever evil dwells within this domain, you need not fear. My spear and my shield are at your command. That is my duty as guardian.
Wait. No, no, no. Alright. I don't want to do it. Let's see how well these four work.
Yoo-hoo! Time to shine!
Gloves off!
Buckle up! Back here, please! Wrap up the flame! Strike a pop! Hi! Cha! Yeah! Huh! Ugh! This is trouble!
Let's get it on!
Ah! Coming through! Motion to compel! Let the world come alive! Yeah. Hi!
Here!
Set that! Ha! Cha! The show begins!
Oh, I'm getting a call. Give me a moment. Give me just a second here. A little bit. Hold on.
Service of the smoke! Incinerate! You're dead meat! Inadmissible evidence! How brilliant! Coming through!
frontline guidance is up to you.
Incoming! Time to shine!
Buckle up! Ha! You asked for it!
Hey there! Coming at ya! Fire!
Fire support ready! Select the target! Land the projectile in the middle of the enemy formation. Nice! Good shooting!
Nowhere to hide. Don't blink! Hey! Let my name echo in song!
Look alive! Hi! Gloves off!
Hey there! Coming at ya! Attack! Speed of light!
Fire support ready! Select a target! Here comes the mother load! Nice! Good shooting!
Let the world collide!
Buckle up! Ha! You're dead meat!
Watch out! Attack! That's the way.
Alright, I'm back. Alright, let's see here. 290 out of 1,000. And we're getting there. Slowly but surely, Temple. I was on that phone call and for so long, and now I need to take a piss, so I gotta remove the mic.
Frontline guidance is up to you.
Being done. Speed of light. Good. Nowhere to hide. Look alive. Hi. Watch out. Fire. Well, flash attack. Chew on this. Incoming. Hey. You asked for it.
Fire support ready. Select a target. Switch to ground attack shells and increase firepower. Nice guiding. Well done.
No flaw. Cut to the chase. Don't blink. Huh? Buckle up. Ha! Gloves off. Coming at ya. Hey there. A proper send-off. Chew on this. Look. Nowhere to hide. Incoming. Hey. Look alive. You asked for it.
Careful. Hold out till fire support arrives.
A proper send-off from the Ding-Dong Weather Bomb! Speed of light! Ha! Cut to the chase!
Fire support ready! Select the target! Here comes the mother load!
Gonna do my Duolingo before I start the next stage.
Probably should have went to the Be Right Back screen. This is gonna be gone for a bit longer.
Frontline guidance is up to you. Fire support ready. Select a target. Switch to ground attack shells and increase firepower. Nice! Good shooting!
Coming at ya! A proper send-down! Don't blink! Huh? With sword comes shadow. Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song!
Mine to wield.
Fire support ready. Select a target. Land a projectile in the middle of the enemy formation. Nice guiding. Well done.
Attack! Watch out! Incoming! Nowhere to hide. Showering you with praise! Let the world come up! Power!
Fire support ready. Select a target. Switch to ground attack shells and increase firepower. Locked and loaded, waiting on your signal.
It ends here. Can I retreat? It all adds up.
Cut to the chase!
Fire support ready. Select a target. Land the projectile in the middle of the enemy formation. Nice! Good shooting!
Buckle up! You're dead meat!
No more lies. Seek within.
Fire support ready. Select a target. Switch to ground attack shells and increase firepower. Good shooting!
It all adds up. Can't hide the truth.
Ding dong, weather bomb! Phew. Huh. Nowhere to hide.
Let's get it on! Ha!
The deception ends here. It all adds up.
Fire support ready! Select a target!
Let's go try, no, not that.
It's her! The boss of the Spina di Rosula! Huh? Uh-oh. Things are about to kick off.
What are you worried about, Yehuda?
Shh! Don't you see him over there? Parasol Lady's the head honcho of the Fontanian underworld. Rumor is she pulled the crumbling organization back together and avenged her father with her own hands. Oh, we don't want to get on her bad side. An eye patch over there is a merc captain from Liyue. She has a fleet of her own that sails the seas. Most people know to steer clear. I was worried this expo might not be big enough for the two of them, if you catch my drift. So I kept their booths far apart. Looks like they wound up meeting in the end, though. You don't think they're butting heads already, do you? What am I gonna do?
Hey guys! What's up?
Oh, hey there, partner in Paimon. Partner?
Can't go far in my line of work without hearing about the president of the Spina di Rosula or the champion duelists of the court of Fontaine. Thought I'd make some friends since the opportunity's presenting itself. Plus, now that the travelers arrived, I wonder if these ladies might just agree to coming aboard for a drink.
What's the traveler got to do with that?
You're too kind, Miss Beto.
So, the thing is, over there is a friend of ours. She's managing the expo, and seeing as you're all big shots where you come from, she was worried you might, butt heads.
Is that so? Well, I think you can put her at ease.
Yeah, and if there's anything we can do to help, just say the word.
Well, there you have it. Nothing to worry about.
These people are your friends. How was that even possible? Uh-oh. It's Lord Sangima Bay. Oh, I wonder what we're in for this time.
Well, hello. Is that the
Traveler, and our dearest Miss Expo Manager Yehuda. You're in luck. I'm offering a whole host of Expo exclusive discounts. Don't miss out.
Paimon's not remotely surprised to see Dory here. This event's practically made for her.
Yeah, she attends religiously every year. And she's always the seller who we get the highest number of complaints about. Complaints? Every single mora I make from this expo is 100% legitimate. I've never broken the rules, and my prices are entirely fair. If people regret their purchases and want to grumble about it behind my back, that's not my problem.
Paimon can hazard a guess as to why people might be complaining.
I know. And every dispute ends in your favor after you've peppered the buyer with 1,000,001 reasons why you're not in the wrong. It's just... Could you maybe not find a way to send every single one of your customers complaining to me this time? I'm begging you, Lord Songemabe, for me. Please. How about this? A special opening sale just for Miss Yehuda. 50% off! In other words, I'll do my very best to keep the number of complaints down to no more than half of my customers. Sound good?
Jeez, what a bargain.
Works for me, I guess.
Have you been to the Clink Clink Krumkake Craft Shop's booth yet? They're selling blueprints for a machine. With everything Uncle's taught me, I bet I could build one of those thwack and smack defense bots. We should buy a blueprint.
Sounds like a waste of money to me. We should be spending our expo earnings on more important stuff like clothes.
But Uncle said the most important thing is that we have fun.
Guys, please don't fight.
I hate to break it to you, but I'm afraid no one really comes to this expo looking to buy toys. If you make any mora here, it won't be nearly enough to buy yourselves a blueprint. I doubt it'll even cover your new clothes.
Oh! Hi, Yehuda! Hi, Traveler!
I came here to make sure you kids stay safe, so listen carefully. If you want to look around the expo, that's fine, but you need to be extremely careful when talking to any strangers, okay? A lot of crazy people show up to this expo, both sellers and buyers. You don't know what they might be capable of.
https://www.db.gg/discount/debris?PGPSCMBN.
My job. I'm supposed to be the one in charge. Oh, just take a look around. This booth is the only one being run by a bunch of kids. If there's anyone out there aiming to cause trouble, you can bet they'll start with the weakest target.
Tea parties are a must. For the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
Hey, look! It's our old pal leaving!
Oh, it's you two! Been a while, hasn't it?
Wait, you know this guy too? Okay, I'm slowly starting to get why Boss Neff asked you to help me out.
Ah, you must be the expo manager. Was there something you needed from me?
Nope, just checking in. You're just selling a few ordinary items, is that right?
Mm-hmm, that's right.
Okay. I mean, we've got people selling toys this year, so why not?
You seem confused. In the right environment, ordinary items don't have to fetch an ordinary price, you know? I'm sure I'll meet someone at this trade expo who recognizes their hidden value.
Cool. Well, you do you. I'm certainly not gonna stop you.
What about you, friend? Care to do some business? Well, to be honest, I spent most of the ones in my inventory to purchase this batch of goods. The ones you see here are just for decoration. But I'm confident that I can make a killing here, so I'll be sure to make another batch of Boxer Marvels should the opportunity arise later.
No, it's you.
Wait! That's a familiar face. Isn't that Viswava?
Why, if it isn't the Traveler. Knew there'd be some big names here.
Let's get the official business over with first. Unfortunately, you're the first seller at the expo to receive a complaint. We've received word that the muskets you're selling are a few shots away from turning into scrap.
Well, yeah. It's written here plain as day. Muskets for sale. Condition extremely poor. The internal grooves have been worn away and the ammo might be damp. Best practice is to pray that it doesn't explode before each use.
Oh, wait, so you weren't speaking in code to cover your tracks?
Code?
Yeah. Sometimes people bring stuff that needs to be kept on the down low, so they dress it up as junk beforehand. Happens on the black market all the time.
You're overthinking things here. This stuff really is junk. We were just gonna scrap them, but my superiors thought we might as well try and make some more off of them. And who knows? If the prayers are answered and the gun ends up firing a few times, the buyer hasn't totally wasted their money, have they?
Guess not.
I will say I do
I
like
mean,
that the whole thing.
a weapon on the brink of ruin that's still capable of considerable firepower.
So
Doesn't that just scream black market to you?
Yeah, but who would buy something like this?
Maybe collectors who don't care if it works, and desperados who don't care if it explodes.
Fair enough.
Welcome to the Treasure Hoarder booth.
The treasure hoarders have a booth?
Yep, every year. This is the largest legal black market in all of Teyvat. The stuff they dig up is perfect for a place like this.
But can one person really represent their entire organization?
No way. Treasure Hoarder is just a catch-all title. Their internal structure is crazy complicated. The thing is, the members who'd apply to set up the exhibits used to give themselves ever more highfalutin titles. You know, to boost buyer confidence. Over time, it became an unwritten rule that each expo can only have one Treasure Hoarder booth. The different factions usually duke it out beforehand for the right to take part.
To be honest, I see myself as a member of the Fruity Order first, and a treasure hoarder second. Of course it does. The Fruity Order is known far and wide for its heroic deeds.
The Fruity Order's a familiar name around here, at least. They've been winning the Treasure Hoarder Expo rights for a few years now. Although, this guy's a new face. This exhibitor's demands are ridiculous.
What's wrong?
This exhibitor is apparently selling some rare Natlanese artifacts. And he's making some extremely unrealistic demands about how he wants them stored. I know the contract says that we're responsible for storage, but I'm sorry. It's unreasonable to expect us to meet these requirements.
Unreasonable? These are rare and very fragile historical relics we're talking about. You can't just throw them into a warehouse, okay? They have to be handled with care. Too miney?
Yep, that's too miney, all right. So, what exactly do you need?
Well, I suppose I can use the assigned warehouse if I really have to. Just don't tell Granny Eatsley about this, please.
Whatever too miney means, it seems like it carries even more weight than name-dropping Boss Neff.
Hello, Michael Fassbender.
Sir, we don't forbid exhibitors from offering drink samples, but I need to make sure you understand what you're getting into. Any samples you offer are at your own risk. If anything goes wrong, like if a customer has a bad reaction to one of your products, the expo can't take any responsibility.
Rest assured, ma'am, what you see here is 100% pure Mondstadt vintage. Straight from the Dawn Winery's cellars, actually.
Really? Wow-wee! You don't often find Mondstadt wine this far away from home.
Ah, you're telling me. If you try to ship this stuff through the proper channels, all the taxes and tariffs would send the prices skyrocketing. But that's where my connections come in. With me, you get Mondstadt wine at Mondstadt prices.
Cool! What kind of connections?
Hey! You can't go around asking people questions like that!
No, say Paimon, you idiot. This is a black market. I prefer falling. That's faster than taking the elevator.
Never! You here? Turns out, we actually do need your help with something!
Ah, Miss Yelan from Liyue, and Miss Chevreuse from Fontaine. It's quite the honor. Forgive me for not greeting you sooner.
So you knew we were coming all along?
Anticipating your arrival is one thing. Getting you to come talk to me is another. And that's why you put the Traveler in charge of participant coordination. You knew we trusted him enough to tell him the truth about our plans. And you also knew that, out of respect for your arrangement, the first thing he would do is bring us here. How else could I have gotten us all to the negotiating table? Forgive me for not cluing you in, Traveler. I had a feeling things could get complicated, so caution was vital. Rest assured, you will still be compensated as promised.
So, can someone explain what's going on here?
Yes, might as well get it out in the open, ladies. You two were going to exchange intel sooner or later, correct? No better time than the present. Recently, the bandits at our border have become more aggressive. We don't know how, but they seem to have gotten their hands on some kind of weapon, which has made them a lot more dangerous. The caravan transports have been helpless against their attacks.
We're facing a similar situation in Fontaine. Conflicts between gangs have been escalating, with civilians getting caught in the crossfire. Our investigation indicates that someone has been supplying the gangs with some unusually powerful weaponry. Even with the Spina's help, we've been struggling to curb the fighting.
In which case, I think we can confirm that we're facing arms dealers operating on an international scale.
Yes, and their cover has been ironclad. There hasn't been so much as a trace leading back to them, until their most recent operation.
Let me guess. Someone leaked where the weapons are coming from. And it pointed right to the Nodcry Trade Expo.
Exactly.
I see. Well, weapons tend to be a hot commodity in a market with no restrictions. Say that the person you're searching for is in attendance. Does that mean you're prepared to ruin the expo to nab them?
I won't lie to you. Catching this person is my top priority.
How about this? In the spirit of being a good host, you give us a bit of leeway to do what's necessary. And in return, we won't do anything to undermine the expo. All deals made at the expo are protected, including those that would be illegal elsewhere. It's the entire purpose of an event like this. The Voynich Guild gets a cut from both the seller and the buyer, so we have a duty to uphold that principle. I can't just let a customer get scooped up by the authorities while everyone watches. You said this was a negotiation, but you don't seem prepared to compromise.
Let's think about this. Maybe there's another way?
Only deals made through the expo are protected, correct?
Oh? Theoretically speaking, were any deals to take place outside of the expo's scope, I would have no right to interfere. Good. Then we can promise that the rules will be followed. I want insurance, then. To hold you to your word, the Traveler must be part of all operations related to the investigation.
We have a deal.
Then you have my thanks in advance.
Looks like negotiations are a success!
It's the best outcome I could have asked for. I appreciate the help, Traveler. In that case, do me one more favor, would you? When this is all...
Okay, this makes me annoyed because it's like, you know, the code, if it's already been redeemed on my account, right? Which, speaking of which, that's a redeem code for anyone who's watched who actually plays this game. But it's like if the code has already been redeemed, then when I go to redeem it on their website, it should just say the code's been, like, you know, it should say code already redeemed or code already in use. Fuck you, eat my balls. Well, I did get some real juice. Nope, not enough yet.
Well, it's been 2 days. Wonder how the investigation's going.
I wonder how I'm going.
Let's go check in with Yelan.
Wow! Can this launch blaster thing really shoot stuff from that far away?
It does launch and blast things, but it's actually called a ballista. And yes, it can.
But how does it stay on target?
It uses a remote guidance system. But I'll let you in on a little secret. The upgraded version doesn't even need that.
Can I give it a try?
Oh, not a chance, kid. Can't have you hurting yourself. Believe me, this thing is even more powerful than it looks. Ask me again once you're older.
Hey, Beto! What you up to?
Oh, it's you two! I was just introducing our product to these discerning young customers.
Your mom's a discerning.
Paimon thought you were here for some, you know, fishing. Wait, are these 3?
What? No, of course not. The kids were just curious, that's all.
I'm sorry. Are these 3 preventing you from doing business? Let me get them out of your hair. Come on. Time to go.
Oh, do we have to?
Oh, don't sweat it. They were just curious. I'm happy to tell them more about it.
No, we've taken up enough of your time already. Neb, don't bother people when they're trying to work, okay?
Okay.
It was no bother, I swear. In fact, once the expo is over, come find me on my ship.
How many
I'll let you
times
see
do
the
I have to
ballista
ask
in
you to
action.
consider?
How
Will
does
you
that
shove your
sound?
cock in my dad's shitter?
How much would it cost?
First off, I know
Not
your
a
dad.
single Mora.
And so
Really? It's
I
a
would
promise then,
so
miss.
of all the people, not him.
Your vessel.
Well, I say I know your
Face
dad,
blue
but
smiling.
it's been so
Face
long.
red droopy eyes. Face purple
sure
crying.
you should be bringing
Face red
children
droopy
on
eyes.
board?
Face blue smiling.
not?
Hand
And
pink
whenever
waving.
we're docked back
Face
in
blue
View to
smiling.
pick up
Face red
supplies,
droopy
I
eyes.
always let the
Face
kids
purple
around the
crying.
harbor come
Cat
aboard to
orange
play.
whistling.
Boy,
Face
do
blue
they
smiling.
love it.
Face blue
If a
smiling.
kid from Liyue
Hand
can
pink
do it,
waving.
why not a
Face
kid from
fuchsia wide
Sumeru?
eyes. Face
A
fuchsia
battleship
wide
may
eyes.
as well be
Face
a
fuchsia
giant
wide eyes.
playground to them.
Face fuchsia wide eyes.
Is that
Face
so?
fuchsia wide eyes. Face
I've
fuchsia
heard that
wide
people
eyes.
in Liyue
Face
also
fuchsia
turn
wide eyes.
gunpowder into explosive firecrackers and give them to
Speaking of which,
children.
how
as
is your
toys.
dad doing, by the way? I know you're telling me about your mom.
Perhaps
but
only the
but I
kids
haven't-
back in your home
but
country
I
are
know,
lucky
I've
enough to look at a
seen
giant
your dad's
battleship.
stuff, but I hadn't really
and see a
ever talked to
playground.
him.
If
I guess
you're
it's been
worried
forever
about
ago since I
safety,
did.
I can...
No, I suppose I'm just envious. That's all. I'll be sure to bring them over if we get the chance.
Seems like he really cares about those kids, huh? Anyway, what did you want to talk about?
Oh, just wanted to ask how it's going with the top secret, fishing. Did you reel in the catch of the day yet?
They're circling the hook just
My dad is fine, he's just getting old.
Just waiting for a
Well, that comes with the
I
territory.
drank a white monster and it turned me into one.
But okay, well that's good.
Well, that just proves my point. Something like this would only see more use in Fontaine.
Ah, except you never find something like this for sale there. Better jump on the chance now before it's too late.
Excuse me?
He's coming this way!
Steady now.
That's mighty expensive.
Well, no one's forcing you to buy it. If you're not interested, you're free to move along.
What? Come on, there's no rule saying we can't haggle.
The Voynich Guild gets a cut of whatever I sell. Obviously, that's factored into the price.
Have you ever looked up
Don't
real
like it?
scat
Take
porn
it
on
up
a
with
porn
them.
website? I wonder
No,
where the
I
real
can
gross
tell
shit
this
is at.
Something special. If you're
No,
willing
the
to
idea
go
of that
a bit
just
lower,
is not appealing to
I'm
me at
prepared
all.
to cut a huge deal.
I know it's something special, so I plan on getting paid what it's worth.
Perhaps there's a way we can
The
both
most
get what we
scat
want.
porn related thing I've ever
What are you
watched is Two
implying?
Girls, One Cup, and that just to me
Not
alone was like,
Cry's a
ugh,
big place.
no.
Surely this expo isn't the only place we can cut a deal.
Oh?
What would you say to working this out someplace else? Somewhere the guild can't get a cut?
That means no guild protection either. What will I do if you run off without paying?
Considering the giant sword you've got handy, if anyone's getting robbed, it'd be me, don't you think? Point is, we're both going out on a limb here. But the reward's worth the risk.
Fine. Name a place. As a registered participant, though, I'm too close to the guild. If we don't want them catching on, I'll need to send a proxy.
Smart thinking. Let's meet here, then.
Good. He took the bait. Let's go elsewhere to discuss our next move.
Captain Beto's hook was what got him in the end, huh? Oh, I didn't get a chance to show off how convincing I can be.
This isn't tabletop troop, Navia. In real life, persuasion takes a lot more than a dice roll.
I brought a product tailor-made for Fontaine because I thought the group's activities were limited to that area.
Also, just saying,
Turns
now
out,
Tabletop Troop
we're
is just
dealing with an
D&D.
international crime
I
ring.
played
So I suppose
Yelon's
it makes
story
sense that
mission
Captain
where
Beto's
not
bait was
Yelon's,
more
but
enticing.
fucking
It's a good thing we
Corin's
teamed up.
story mission where I had you doing that, and I made me
I
want to
wouldn't
kill
have gotten
myself.
far without your intel either.
And that's not even ironic.
Gotta ask though, how did you know these guys would be so
And
quick
it made
to
me
abandon
realize,
the
wow,
expo?
I really don't like D&D.
I read their file.
Even more.
Nothing's off the table for them when
Like,
profits on the
that's something I
line.
never understood. People who like D&D, like by all means,
When it comes
like what
down
you
to
want,
it,
you know.
they'd see the protection the expo
But, like,
provides is just more red tape. Something to work around
I
rather
can't
than with.
imagine
Just like the
how much
law.
fun you can have when
catch him, and
you just
problem
have to when
solved,
someone's
right?
describing to you the scenario. Like,
No. The person we're meeting is just an underling sent to scout the situation. We're after the leader of the whole
like that's one of the reasons why I can't do
and after
books
observing
either.
the situation
Because, like,
over
you
the
know,
past 2 days,
I can't
it's clear they
read
have
the
undercover
text on a
agents waiting in the
page
wings.
and imagine in my mind
If something
the
happens to
epic
our point of
battles that are
contact,
happening,
those
or
agents
the
will scatter
or
to
the
spread word of what happened.
extreme
And whoever is behind
investigation
this
where
whole
the
thing
where the detective
will
is
know
right
we're
on the
onto them.
cusp, but it just doesn't understand what it is and stuff.
In
And
that case,
and he's got to try to find out the
We
clues.
have
I
to
can't
get the jump on them
like
all at
imagine
once,
that kind
and
of
use them
stuff
to
in
get
my head
intel
while
on our
reading,
real target before
you know?
he has a chance to react.
Forgive me for pointing out the obvious.
That's why
though.
I like
we have nowhere near
audiobooks,
enough personnel for
but
that.
specifically,
if even one of the agents
they have a
escapes,
BBC
it's
show
over.
version, right?
Let me
Of
guess, you'd rather
a
follow this deal
BBC
through to the
radio
end to
play
lure out the
version
real
of
culprit?
Dante's Inferno.
Nice idea in theory. The
which
problem
I
is,
think is
in my
amazing.
experience, that person
Because
would
it
never show
doesn't
their
have
face for
any
something
moments
like
where
this.
it's like, and then
I
he
can work
said
around
angrily, you know,
but only as long as
because
the
a lot of
deal
times in
goes ahead.
audiobooks,
So,
it's very
you're planning
monotone.
to trail the person picking
like,
up the goods.
The per-
I
like the
suppose that
person
could
who's
lead us to
doing
the
it
big
is saying,
fish,
says
but
like,
that would mean we have to
and then
actually
he
hand
angrily
over the
said,
weapon.
"What do you mean?"
Aren't you worried about putting
And
something
then
that
this other
dangerous in the
person
hands of
said
criminals?
calmly, "Listen, I don't
We can
mean to make you mad."
control how
Dude, I'd read a
dangerous
book
it
if it
is.
had a picture of
But if we
Piper
followed
Perry's
your
Grey
plan,
Gaper on every
Could
page.
we really guarantee that not a single
That's just the
agent
background
would get
of
away?
it. It's just like
You're
a
telling me
50%
you really have a
opacity.
way to mitigate the
picture
threat of that
Piper
weapon?
Perry's asshole.
You're telling me that you really have the wherewithal to carry out a large-scale search and seizure operation in Nodcry?
are they having a fight?
Ah, they're both experts in this sort of thing. A lot of back and forth is to be expected.
Don't worry, I think they're getting along great.
A successful collaboration requires trust and a willingness to make concessions. So how about this? I'll meet up with the underling as planned and stall him as long as possible. While I'm keeping him busy, you round up the rest of the agents. Sound like a plan?
Yes, I appreciate the trust. And I promise you, not a single one will get away.
See? Like 2 peas in a pod.
Traveler, you should come with me to meet the buyer. After all, we promised Nefer you would be involved in all our operations.
The Traveler is kind of a famous face around these parts, though.
Then, you can serve as backup. Remain hidden, and on the off chance he tries anything, it'll be 2 against 1.
I want a book I have to pull open like black men pull on Piper Perry's pooper.
Or yeah, I actually put in some effort, like... I don't have a webcam, but yes, I made the hand gesture as if I was using my hands to stretch open someone's asshole. Hold on, man. I'm gonna do something really quick here, if it'll let me, right? I'm going to transition to this slide real quick while I pull it up. Okay, because I want to show you what I'm talking about here with the BBC show thing.
Well, let them sort out how he's getting there. Come on, the rest of you! Next! Very
Stretch open my ass like that when
With
I'm
his
constipated,
eyes
bro.
like hot-
It would be a big help.
Hold on. But I'm just going to pick... I'm going to click a random spot in here.
of burning sand. Spread across it were scattered groups of naked souls, and all the while large flakes of fire rained down continuously upon them.
This is the place for those who were violent against God and nature. The blasphemers lie helpless on the ground. Those who offended nature are given a little more freedom.
Do you recognize me? I know. My face must be scorched beyond recognition.
Brunetto Latini.
Brunetto Latini was my early mentor. He was funny and gossipy and consumed by a love for literature and boys.
I'm so glad you know me. Please don't be angry if I walk with you a while and let the others go on.
With all my
Are you
heart.
pulling
And
up
if
some
my master
scat porn or
agrees,
what?
let's sit down and talk properly.
But that's what I want to show you. Like, that's the kind of audiobook I like. Where it actually, like, you know, has different characters for the different parts and stuff. And no, I'm not pulling up any scat porn. Like, the idea that it's just like, you know, it has like the different characters and the different voices and stuff like that, I think is cool. Hold on, I gotta turn on my fan because it's at 72 fucking degrees in my camper and I'm melting. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Probably should do... Well, I'll wait till this cutscene's over.
Are you going to pull up fresh scat content to react to?
No.
There he is.
Not on stream anyway.
You really can't go lower?
Best I can do is shave off the amount the guild was going to take.
You're a tough nut to crack. How do you plan to deliver the goods?
Depends on what you need. You don't look like you're from around these parts. So I'm guessing you need sea transport?
Yes, but there are a lot of eyes on the port. It would be better to dismantle the product and transport the components in crates.
That might be tricky. If you're worried about getting caught, then let's bypass the port entirely. We can launch from a secluded shoreline and use our own boat for transport.
Sorry. But I'd still prefer to have it dismantled and stored in regular crates.
Ah, I'm guessing the port of arrival is where you resell the goods? You want it hidden in unassuming cargo crates, because you operate right out in the open. Most of the weapons have come in through Yilong Wharf or Lumiduce Harbor, so that seems to check out.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. Just connecting some dots. I think we're done here.
Out of the way!
It's one of the undercover agents! He's making a break for it!
The captain of the Special Patrol will take it from here.
One just popped up. Looks like the one on the surface has been subdued. There are children around. I have to avoid bloodshed.
Trying to escape? Allow me to show you the way!
Nope, not this way.
Planet orange purple ring. Face blue droopy eyes. Face blue heart eyes. Fish orange wide eyes. Popcorn yellow striped smile. Clock turquoise looking up. Clock turquoise looking up. Penguin blue waving tear. Penguin blue waving tear. Popcorn yellow striped smile. Popcorn yellow striped smile. Popcorn yellow striped smile. Face blue droopy eyes. Planet orange purple ring. Penguin
Had
blue
enough?
waving tear.
Then turn
Person turquoise
around.
waving speech. Volcano green lava orange. Volcano green lava orange. Pillow turquoise hot chocolate. Hourglass purple sand orange. Use code CUMMIES for 10% off your scat flavored W mix.
Out of steam yet? Cause I can do this all day!
Fucking JFK his ass. Oh my god.
My leg!
Is still attached. And if you want to keep it that way, I suggest you stay right where you are.
A special patrol uniform. You think bringing me in is enough? Do you even know how many of us there are? If even one gets a...
5 at the port, 10 on the outskirts of Nasha Town, 3 near the plaza. Factoring in you and the buyer, that makes 20. Save the best for last, right?
How did you...
Don't even think about
John
it.
F. Kennedy was never shot. His head just did that on its own.
Well done, everyone.
Funny
We
enough, that's probably what the
appreciate
FBI would
assist.
want you to
The boss
believe.
sends her thanks.
It was an honor. Without the Spina's help back in the day, we never would have been able to make it in Nodcry. It was about time we returned the favor.
What? I needed to make you seem intimidating to get these local gangs on our side. We've been over this.
Yeah, I know. But hearing you call me boss will never not be hilarious.
Wow! Navia is something else!
Well, that explains your confidence. I had no idea the Spina di Rosula can mobilize these kinds of numbers.
Is it
outside of
okay to fuck
Fontaine.
Baby Yoda, since he
Miss
is technically
Navia has
400
quite a
years
few
old?
tricks up her sleeve.
I'm gonna say
No trade expo
no,
rules were broken either.
but
Even if
that
Nefer
is
saw it all
because
unfold
of the
herself,
fact that
we still wouldn't
I'm
need to
arguing
explain a
semantics
thing.
here, right? is
Except for the guild's broken
what
signboard,
is the age
I
of
would
consent
imagine.
for Yoda's species?
It was an unavoidable
Like,
sacrifice.
You know,
At any rate,
theoretically
I suppose the
speaking,
next
if we
step
were
is to get
going off
these
of
birds to
American
sing.
legal
Should
stuff,
be an easy job.
legally
The
speaking,
Maison
yes.
Gardiennage
If he was
has a
if
reputation
Baby
for
Yoda was in
highly
America,
effective interrogation tactics.
yes, you could fuck
But if that
him,
doesn't
right?
work, I've heard that
But I would
spies from
probably
Liyue
still
have
look
their
at you like,
ways of making people talk as
that's
well.
I don't know about that one.
Yes, that means the operation was a success, right?
So far. Once we get someone to reveal who the mastermind behind all this is, that's when the real work begins.
I'm sure that person is in hiding somewhere far removed from the expo. But as far as our deal with the curatorium goes, I think that's a wrap.
Shouldn't we update Nefer then?
First, we need to figure out what we can learn from these agents.
Well, that went a lot smoother than expected. Not a single one got away. You're thinking about Nefer's final request, huh? Let's see.
If Baby Yoda was in America, Trump would already be balls deep in his ass.
Teaming up to uncover an international crime
Well,
ring.
he'd be balls deep in Baby Yoda's ass
a
whether
bad
he was
story.
5 years old or 400 years
If you
old.
feel like it's missing something, maybe
I think you just hear
Yeon and
Baby and be
Shepard
like,
will uncover
ooh,
something more
fleshlight.
interesting during their interrogation.
Excuse me? Are you the Traveler? Yehoda needs you back at the expo venue as soon as possible.
I saw Baby Yoda, and I thought to myself,
I'm sorry, I don't know
wow,
the details.
that's a strange
All
looking
she said was that
pocket
it's
pussy,
urgent.
but I don't mind. So I took it into Mar-Lago, and I put my penis in its mouth. It tried to bite, but I slapped it around a few times, and it stopped and let me do my business. For Israel, of course. Can't forget Israel. Every time I say something, I need to include Israel.
Either I throw the guild under the bus, or I get on the bad side of a terrifying merc captain. Oh, could this get any worse? Get it together, Yehoda. Focus on the hot dog you're gonna treat yourself to after today is over. One thing
Throat
at a
fuck
time.
Baby Yoda for Israel.
All right, you've got this.
Yeah, fuck Baby Yoda for Israel.
Let's try not to get too worked up, all right?
Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this. I swear. What happened? You're
I'm
here.
gonna baby bird my
Please, you've
semen
gotta
into
help me,
Baby
Traveler.
Yoda. Let's
The
go.
expo is gonna ruin the guild's reputation.
For Israel.
How did that happen? You're asking me. The guild has people keeping watch over the storage area
Gross.
for this exact reason. And it just had to happen.
I
to
just
one of
realized
the
he did. I think that worse
people
it
here.
implies that Donald Trump's gonna suck his own dick. And then bark the semen into Baby Yoda's mouth.
For Israel.
The guild asked us to keep our goods stored on the designated shelves. I had a few prototypes that I was using for demonstration, which I had stored there. But when I came to check on things just now, I noticed that all of them had been stolen.
And each ballista is super dangerous. If they fall into the wrong hands.
Well, all the prototypes have a failsafe designed to prevent unauthorized use, so it could be worse. Still, we should get them back as soon as possible.
The guild will make sure of that. If you could just keep this
I'm
between
going to
us for now,
extract
we would
Baby
be
Yoda's
super
semen
appreciative.
and give it to Netanyahu.
Do
For
we have to
Israel.
tell her?
Honesty is the best policy. That's what he taught us.
I know, it's just...
Trump literally crashed the global economy because Benji wanted him to bomb Iran for Israel. What a retarded pedophile. Farting his own splooge in a baby's mouth for Netanyahu.
Miss Yehuda... What are you three doing here?
Benji, Pokey Bear, kitten.
There's something you want to tell me, isn't there?
My TTS will work just fine if you say
Obsessed
net
with
and
the
yawn, I'm
ballistas
pretty sure.
ever since we got here. That's why Uncle Ashvapati told us to come see your booth. It seemed like he was interested in them too, because he even told us what parameters to ask about.
Netanyahu.
Yeah, see, it works just fine on the
Ever since
TTS.
this
You don't have to say net and
Been
Yahoo.
able to reach him. We wanted to ask
Unless you're
Miss
not trying to get on a
Yehuda for
watch list.
but then
But
we heard
honestly, I
about the
hope our names are
ballistas
touching
being
on the watch
stolen.
list.
And?
Netanyahu is going to be shot in Minecraft.
I don't think Uncle Ashvapati
I hope
would
not.
do
I hope he
something
gets
like
shot
that.
in real life.
Ashvapati works for the guild. He has access to the storage warehouse, so he could get inside without the guards getting suspicious. Wait, so now it's an
Like if someone
inside
shoots him in
job?
Minecraft and says
Oh,
that's enough, I'm gonna call him a
Guild
pussy.
is never gonna recover from this.
He made those toys the kids
Diarrhea.
were selling, right? They don't look like much on the outside, but I bet they're hiding some serious tech. If he's a tech guy, those fail-safes I mentioned might not
Benji,
have our
baby.
backs after all.
Slime in my shitter.
This just went from
And I
bad to
bombed it.
worse.
I ran for you.
Could be. I mean,
I realize I
let's
get
put it
more
this way.
anti-Israel
There aren't a
the
whole lot
drunker
of
I
people
get.
that could manage to stay off Yelan's radar. Why don't you take these kids to the curatorium and see what you can learn? I've got things covered here.
I have, I don't even know how many monster
Hold up.
beasts
We can't
in
hold
my
these
mug,
kids responsible, though.
which are the alcoholic monsters.
No, of course not, but
And so far, my personal favorite one, they have a
You wanna
grape
look out for
one
these
that
kids,
tastes
don't you?
really good.
I promised I
Smash
would.
out my teeth with a hammer and force fuck my bloody throat for Israel.
Israel.
Good, because
I
I'm
like
looking out
how
for
your
them too.
teeth feel against
That's
the
why I
base
want
of
to
my
find their
sh-
uncle
my
as soon as
fucking
possible.
cock.
No matter what he did or
So
didn't do,
now
it's worse for them
you're
if
gonna
he's
keep
missing.
your teeth in
Guess
when I throat
we're
fuck
on
you
the same page then.
for Israel.
Take these kids to the curatorium.
And besides,
I'll update Yelan and
I
tell her to
wouldn't
meet you
throat
there.
fuck you anyway because you're older than 5.
will do.
Sorry, but your age has double digits? No can do, boss.
Now we're gonna. Also, this is the character I said is the hottest character in this entire game. And also, something else, a little fun fact that you probably didn't know, is she's also the voice. Ah, shit, didn't mean to do that. But she is also the voice of Android 18 in Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Ow, shit. I didn't mean to do that. I gotta run around. Fuck. Even though she doesn't do the same voice, obviously.
Well, this complicates things. Here I was hoping the trouble would start and end with you two. But no matter. This will all make for a very engaging story.
I wouldn't be so flippant. This time, it's one of yours causing trouble. I'm starting to wonder if all those agents we captured were just a distraction, so the real culprit could make their move.
It's all still up in the air right now. What can you three tell us about Ashvapati?
Uncle Ashvapati isn't our real uncle, but he is our guardian. He adopted us when we were little.
Bitch, you're still little.
He told us we all came from the same band of Eremites in the desert. But apparently, we're the only ones left. We've been traveling from place to place with him for as long as I can remember. We got to Nogcry not too long ago.
Their eyes.
What about them?
I'm just reminded of something. About a decade ago, there was a band of Eremites who, seemingly out of nowhere, gained technological capabilities far surpassing those of other groups. Leveraging that advantage, they built a number of highly advanced weapons and sold them to the highest bidder. The conflicts in the desert became even bloodier as a result. While the other groups were tearing each other to shreds, these newly minted arms traders stood by and reaped the spoils. But before long, their own weapons were turned against them. And as the flames of conflict engulfed the desert, the group met their end. None of the weapons survived, and so in the wake of that destruction, the status quo of the desert was restored.
That's terrible.
In the desert, it's kill or be killed. People will stop at nothing to gain the upper hand. If this happened in Fontaine or Liyue, I'm sure the perpetrators would have been prosecuted to the full extent of the law. But in the desert, no one bats an eye. From what they've told us, sounds like these kids are orphans from that particular band of Eremites.
Which means their guardian is likely one of the few survivors as well.
Sounds like it.
No! Uncle Ashvapati would never do something like that! No matter what happened back then, I know one thing for sure. Uncle Ashvapati hates weapons. Sure, he's good at building things, but all he does is make toys for us to play with. He can't be the kind of person you're making him out to be. Or...
Tummies for Tracer from Overwatch.
I'm
Tummies
sorry.
for Roadhog.
All we can do is act upon the facts.
So, what's our next
First
move?
off, I'm more into Tracer than Roadhog myself.
From our interrogations, we've learned that in 2 days, the person behind all this has a meeting planned to collect the goods. If all goes well, we can head to the pickup point and ambush them. But if Ashvapati is part of this and the leader learns what happened, there's no chance he risks himself for his agents. So, that meeting might as well be moot.
Then let's focus our efforts on Ashvapati for now. If we find him, he might just lead us to our culprit. If he stole the prototypes, there's bound to be a trail. I'm confident I can track him down.
Dude, I'm curious about
I just need some
I highly
time.
doubt it, but...
What can I do to help?
I work best in the shadows. The more people involved, the harder it is to
That's
operate.
upsetting.
As soon as I've got a location,
Dude, I
though,
want to pull open
it's all
Tracer's
yours.
ass and then lick my
You
fingers
let
clean.
me handle the search, and I'll let the special patrol handle the seizure.
Me too.
That does sound like
Me
the most
too.
feasible plan. I'll be waiting for the good news.
Seizure?
Hey, don't worry too much right now. The most important thing is that we find your uncle. The rest can wait.
Okay.
Looks like I'll need to enlist your services for a bit longer, Traveler.
I need Overwatch scat.
I will I'll spam you that later. But for right now, though, I'm busy doing things I would rather do than send you Overwatch scat porn. Nope, not that. Also, I'm very highly sexist in this game. I wish that they wouldn't have as many guy characters. I have some of them leveled up, but I've basically stopped leveling them up. And I don't even pull on their banners. But like, this is my favorite character. Yeah, it's,
Thank you, man. I haven't pulled on my pecker in weeks.
That's gross. Don't do that. I go over and I make sure these all say not new, and then they'll say new within like 24 hours. Same with all the voice lines too. Because I always do like the whole scrolling through them and stuff. Alright. I want this character so bad. It makes me sad that I don't have her already.
I want to net in these anime characters.
Shit, me too. Me too. Specifically, for me, again, specifically this one. This is a close second. And I've watched enough videos of this one. And, nope. And this one. Let's see. Now that you got me thinking about it, let me see. Okay, so I'm going to go through and say who all I've seen videos of on, like, on websites. So this one, this one, this one, this one. Not this one. This one. Surprisingly not this one. Her. Not her.
I love anime girls because you can't get them pregnant.
Hey. But not her. Her. Not her. Not her. Not him. There's surprisingly not a lot on her. But I would. Her. Not her. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. Her. Her, especially her. Because there's a lot on her. 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 Not her. Not her. 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 I wanna say yes. I'm not sure. I'm gonna stick it with no for now. Her. Funny enough, I've watched videos of her before I even knew about it, before I ever played Genshin Impact.
I created another universe and founded paradise.
Let's see. Not her. Her. Not her. Not her. Not. No. 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 I'm trying, but no. There's no videos of. Like, people for some reason don't make videos of this character. No. No. Yes. Okay, I have a funny story about this one, right? There's a video I was going to watch, right? Where, it was like her and the main character, you know, and stuff. And I ended up not being able to watch it because I swear the main voice of both characters was the guy that was making the videos, right?
Sub to King of Debris for your daily dose of scat content.
But he had a thick Russian accent, right? And so it's like, and so the start of the video is just the traveler being like, I'm going to come and get the pussy. And then it's Amber in the same voice like, yes, fuck me. And it's just the weirdest thing. I was like, nah, I can't do this. If it's going to be a Russian man doing the moans of both the girl and the guy, no thank you. No. She just came out, so I'd be shocked if there's anything for her. Yes. No. Yes. Yes? I want to say yes. No. Yes. No. Actually, wait. That's a lie. Yes, actually, on that one. No.
Stalin is the voice actress for all of these girls.
And I don't have, there's no videos on these because you can customize them. Huh?
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Also, it sounded like that was the case on that one video because it just made me laugh because it just like not like it was like the guy who was doing the voice work for the video. He didn't even try to make his voice sound, you know, more feminine for Amber in the video or whatever, right? It's just thick Russian, fucking Vladimir Kozlov sounding ass dude, being like, "Yes, traveler, come in my pussy." And it's just like, no, thank you. I can't do that. I'm sorry. But like, the video, like the little bits I watched, because I was curious if he actually was gonna do the moans and stuff. Which yes, he did do the moans, right? But like, yeah, but like the video itself was fine. But I just couldn't get over the thick Russian man voice doing the.
That's hilarious.
Like, and it was just the It was just the weirdest thing. I don't know how I feel about that. I will say though, credit where it's due for dedication, because this guy, instead of trying to go and message like some VAs, you know, like Hontail VA or whatever, to try to get voice work done for his videos, he's like, fuck it, I'll do it to myself, yeah. And he did it himself. For better or for worse, he did it himself. Get out of my way, boxes. You know, okay, I do want to say too, on the note of me looking up stuff about characters in this game, right? This character alone, right? Personal favorite, you know. But I will say, this character to me is the epitome of, I wish motherfuckers would get her anatomically accurate. Like, she's flat as a board, right? So why are you giving her triple D tits that are barely able to fit in her bra?
Took me a bit longer than I expected, but I found where he's hiding.
Like, bro, she's the kind of bitch that don't need a bra.
One thing. We're dealing with someone who has extremely dangerous weaponry in his hands. If it comes to it, are you prepared to handle the worst case scenario?
Absolutely. You just need to trust us, just like we trusted you earlier.
Yeah, we've got this. My crew's already locked and loaded.
I'll take you at your word.
I know you said you wanted to keep this operation small, but I still thought you could use some backup. So, I chose a few promising young Spina members to help out. Clarand and I have got things covered at the expo.
Yes, we're ready to roll then.
Now that you're here, I guess we can get this show on the road.
I'm sorry, you can't come with us. You need to stay at the expo like we agreed. It's for your own safety.
We know. It's just... Do you really think Uncle Ashvapati is working for the bad guys?
I wish I could answer that question, but it would just be speculation. And I work based off evidence.
He's been gone for 2 days now, and he just left us here. He's never done that before. Maybe he really is working for those people and was afraid of getting caught. But if that's true, then that means he must have been involved in making and selling weapons in the past too. Wouldn't that make him a bad person?
That's not for us to say. Take a look around the expo. There are plenty of other people making and selling weapons. Doesn't mean they're necessarily all bad people.
Really?
The same is true for your uncle. Whatever he may have done in the past, the real question we need to ask is why. There's a lot we need to know before we can judge a person. In Fontaine, we have a long and complicated process in place just to make sure we get the right answer to that question.
Yeah. Why would Uncle Ashvapati do something like that?
How about this? I'll make sure that Miss Chevras and Miss Yelan promise to bring your uncle back safe and sound. Then you can ask him yourselves.
Thanks, miss.
This situation is complicated and unpredictable. Isn't it a bit early to be making those kinds of promises? It's all right. We're prepared for whatever we might face.
Regardless, it's a promise we have to keep. After all, when the children get their answer, it will shape their understanding of what justice means.
Then, let's all do our part to make sure this ends as well as it possibly can.
Nah, I ain't hoofing it all the way there. I'm gonna fucking fast travel.
Stop right there!
We missed him.
Looks like he left behind plenty of evidence, though. Search the area. Let's see if we can find a lead.
Bitch pulled out her gun before, like, knowing he, like, because clearly he wasn't there.
These records look suspiciously familiar.
Yeah. Doesn't seem very coincidental to me either.
What is it?
Remember when I said this group's cover was ironclad? They were always careful never to leave a trail leading back to them. The one time they slipped up, it broke the case wide open. We found a cargo manifest left behind at the scene. That's the clue that led us to Nodcry.
It was a similar story on our end.
And now that same manifest shows up here, among the records left behind by Ashvapati.
So, he's the guy that slipped up back then?
Unless it wasn't a slip-up at all. How does the same clue get left behind at two separate scenes and picked up by two separate law enforcement agencies? Thinking back on it now, it doesn't seem quite so accidental after all.
No. Almost like he led us here on purpose. But for what reason?
Hold on, I gotta take a piss real quick, but I'm just gonna go out my camper door, and I know that it can't be picked up on the mic. So this I'll be able to still respond to chat messages. My light that I have hanging outside my camper still got a little bit of water in it. I don't like that. Okay.
Wait! Is this what Paimon thinks it is?
It's the display model that goes with the prototype. Guess that does make him our thief.
What's worse is that, with his technical background, I bet he managed to bypass the security features on the prototype.
You're saying our guy has a battle-ready ballista in his possession, just waiting to be unleashed?
Oh, this isn't looking good.
Something isn't adding up. All the evidence suggests that he was here alone. Which begs the question, why would he unlock the ballista's features before even meeting up with his boss?
That's a question for another time. We need to focus on where he's going next.
Hey, there's a letter here.
Look at how it's positioned. It was begging to be found. I think it might be for us.
You think he knew we would come here?
If he did, he's a more impressive opponent than I anticipated.
Let's keep going. We can read it together when we debrief.
This situation seems more complicated than we imagined. It looks like Ashvapati does have a connection to our criminal gang, but it might not be what we thought at first.
You don't think he's working for them?
Unlikely. He lured us to Nodcry, prepared those weapons on his own, deliberately put us on his trail. This is looking more and more like the work of an independent actor.
Well, if we want to get to the bottom of this, he's still our best lead. That would seem to be our last remaining clue. Let's do it.
To the officers of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol and the Liyue Qixing, you certainly live up to your reputation. Within a single day, you were able to eliminate over half of the gang's forces. I appreciate the effort. I doubt my secret hiding spot will be a secret much longer. So I suppose it's my turn to throw my hat in the ring. I'm just glad I no longer have to run. So, before my day in court is upon me, allow me to confess to my crimes. It all started with a Kashara War researcher, expelled from the academia for violating a taboo. He had dedicated his life to the pursuit of knowledge. But when he found himself in the desert, it wasn't even worth a pail of water to quench his thirst. Could you spare some water? I'm a Kashara War researcher. If you need something, I could.
Researchers like you are a dime a dozen. Smart as a whip until you find yourself in the desert. Then, you're lucky to survive the night.
Are you mocking me?
No, son. Just still trying to figure out why I've got such a soft spot for strays like you. Here, give me your canteen. You got somewhere to go?
Not really. Thanks to this water, though. At least I can rule out the bottom of a vulture's stomach.
Now you're talking like desert folk. You could always join my band of misfits.
What would I do?
Gather food, guard our water source, just like everyone else I've taken in. Of course, if you have something you're good at, you're welcome to show it off. Every little bit helps.
All I know is weapons.
Weapons?
Yeah. I love studying them. Big and powerful ones, small and deadly ones, old ones, new ones. I believe the essence of Kashara War research is embodied in weaponry, and the pursuit of this kind of technology is what pushes the world forward. My lifelong goal has always been to become a foremost expert on all kinds of weapons, so I can invent even more advanced ones. So I might have borrowed a few sensitive techs without permission, but you see the vision, right? The higher-ups in the academia just didn't understand.
The academia could have 1,001 reasons for exiling you out here, and it still wouldn't matter to me, son. All I care about is what this specialty of yours can do for us.
I can help upgrade your weaponry. That should come in handy in a dangerous place like the desert, surely.
True, weapons are essential to life here in the desert. Most folks get them when merchants happen to pass through. But when it comes to protecting the people here, this scimitar in my hand is more than enough. The kind of weapons you're talking about are overkill for a place like this.
Overkill? Really?
Our group is lucky. Our ancestors learned how to protect the oasis from the sandstorms to prevent it from drying up. Plus, we're pretty far off the beaten path. Helps us avoid conflict with other bands of Eremites. All in all, we don't have to travel to find water. We don't have to fight off other desert folk. It's a real place to call home. There are plenty of ways to die in the desert, but behind a lot of them lies too much ambition. So, having somewhere to settle down is more than enough for me.
I see. Guess I could do some odd jobs then.
I've heard you Ksharowa scholars are handy with all kinds of gadgets. You could always make something for the kids.
You mean, like, toys?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind. It'll give them something to do. Life can get boring out here.
All right, then. And just like that, a Ksharowa scholar at the cutting edge of his field ended up in the desert, making toys for children. It got boring from time to time, but all in all, those days were quite pleasant. The Eremites accepted me as one of their own, and all the children loved me. Looking back now,
Why do you have such a hard-on for Japanese girls?
Until the end of my days. But then,
That
those
is a good
despicable
question.
people showed up, and it changed.
I don't have an answer for you
everything.
on that.
Don't rush me.
I'll get
These
back
materials
to you.
are in short
In
supply.
7 to 10 business days.
Oh, they've got a lot of nerve showing their faces back here.
Send the gem? It has been a while.
Well, we have a right to this oasis too. Our ancestors were part of the group that discovered it.
You hated this place. After that giant sandstorm when everyone else was trying to figure out how to help, you got out of Dodge the first chance you could get.
Because I knew better than to be stubborn. Stay in one place too long around here.
You like the
and
accent?
It might just be your grave.
You abandoned this
Oh,
place.
the accent
If we'd
does
done the
help,
same,
like-
the Oasis wouldn't even exist anymore. You gave up your right to be here a long time ago.
I heard they joined another band of Eremites after leaving us, but got kicked out. I bet they're only crawling back to us now because they've got nowhere else to go.
Chief, should we drive him off?
I'd like to see you try. I'm warning you. You won't get rid of us that easily.
Leave them be. This oasis has always been big enough to sustain more than one group of people. It's not worth spilling blood over. All that matters is keeping the people here safe.
At the
Japanese
time,
chicks tend not to be
I
curvy,
didn't
so I'm not a
think
huge
much of
fan.
it. Just Chaim Wasette being the kind-hearted man he always had been. And so
Well, see, you gotta
normal
consider
life
one thing too,
continued,
right? Is for
much
me,
unchanged.
I'm not promoting eating disorders.
Mostly.
But I prefer girls like
You
thin
can
as a
take the
rail
scholar out of the academia, but
and flat as a board.
putting your life's work behind you is easier said than done. I often found myself flipping through my collection of blueprints and sketches. The ruin drakes scattered around Sumeru were of particular interest to me. As far as I knew, no one had been able to analyze or reproduce the technology within those mechanisms. But I was able to design a kind of lure to bait them into attacking a specific target,
Have you considered jerking off to Jack Skellington?
turning them into a weapon.
Nah, he's a dude.
Somehow, the new arrivals at the Oasis must have caught wind of it, because they soon started taking an interest in me.
Hope you don't mind me asking, but is that a weapon you're researching?
I do mind, actually. It's none of your business.
Rumor is you used to be a researcher at the academia. All that knowledge going to waste out here in the sticks. What a shame.
What about Eugenia Cooney?
What do you want?
I want to team up.
Hold on.
The rules and red tape that got you kicked out of the academia, they don't exist in the desert. You could take this research to the next level. As things stand, all you've got is a blueprint and a pipe dream. But what if you had access to the right funds and materials?
What are you suggesting?
Me and my men can get you what you need. In return, all you gotta do is bring this sketch to life. We've always had a good eye for business. Just never the right product. But this thing right here, the different bands of Eremites are gonna shell out Mora left and right to get their hands on it.
She doesn't have an
You
OnlyFans.
want to sell it? It's a win-win.
And I
You
would pay for
provide the
OnlyFans
goods,
anyway.
and I earn enough Mora from these people to fund the research of your dreams.
I don't
But
know.
she did have an OnlyFans.
I understand what you're worried about, but
Or
listen,
like
it
she
won't
made
come back to
videos
bite the people
free?
here.
Yeah, I would.
These people don't think bigger than this place. They don't get involved in conflict. I mean, come on. Their biggest enemy is the weather.
You've made a bad name for yourself around here. I don't want any part in this.
Well, it's your choice. But it could be the last meaningful choice you ever get in life. So I'll ask you again. Do you want to finally develop the weapons you've been dreaming of and realize your academic ambitions? Or do you want to stay here building toys for kids?
How I wish I'd made the right choice back then.
Yeah, we increased our prices. What about it? You gonna back out?
So, you're really as money hungry as they all say, huh?
Cash is king. That's just business.
Fine.
I'm done. I want out.
What are you talking about? We're making bank here.
I know what the weapons have been used for, and I refuse to be an accomplice to all this any longer.
An accomplice? Listen, that's got nothing to do with us. People would be at each
Fill
other's
my ass
throats
with your
with or
gamer goo
without
and
our
get me boy
weapons.
pregnant.
So they die to a
Boy
machine
preggers.
instead of a scimitar. What difference does it make?
Can't you sell more than just weapons? Surely this can't be all the Eremites are interested in buying.
Gimme boy breaker.
If you want to make the big Mora, you gotta push what sells. That's just how it is.
Benjamin
And that right there
Netanyahu
is why I
gonna
want
get
out.
me boy
Fine.
peggers,
I've made more than enough to leave this dump in the dust
and
anyway.
I'm gonna love it.
If you want out so bad, have it your
Long
way.
time.
What was that? No. Kaim was it. How did this happen?
You won't find a tribe in this desert without enemies. People have tried to steal water from this oasis in the past, but Kayem Wazet drove them off. Guess his enemies have been holding a grudge this whole time.
You sold weapons to his enemies. He took you in when you had nowhere to turn. You owe him your life. Why would you do this?
It was the perfect excuse to drive up the price, that's why.
It was only later that I found out. This wasn't the first time Senegem and his men had turned around and stabbed their allies in the back. Let's just say there was a good reason. They had nowhere else to turn back then. I didn't chase after them or try to hold them accountable. In that moment, all I could think about was saving as many people as I could in a desperate attempt to atone for my sins. But once the weapons I designed were turned against us, the fate of this place was sealed. Even I could do nothing to prevent it. In the end, despite all the burning tents I rushed into, I was only able to save 3 children. And now, you know the full account of my crimes. I've been raising them ever since, while attempting to hunt down the men who made them orphans in the first place. This confession is for the kids to read, too. So, I hope you'll pass it along to them. They deserve to know the full truth of what happened. I know I'm in no position to make requests, but please, help them find loving parents to take them in. Above all else, they deserve a true family. Back then, I failed.
Jeez, if this is true...
He's after the same target as us. And he's out for revenge.
He even lured us to Notcry to help him get it.
I think I know what he's planning to do with those ballistas now. If I'm right, this doesn't bode well.
Then we need to find him ASAP! It sounds like he's about to do something super dangerous. But we promised the kids we'd bring him back safe.
I can't just let him get rid of our target either. This crime ring runs deep. There are still many other conspirators we need to... Oh?
You got something?
He knew we'd be out of the picture investigating this place. I think he decided to spring the trap that we set up.
Oh, snap. He's not working for them. So our original plan could have worked all along.
The meeting will be happening any time now. Quick, we need to head to the rendezvous point.
Ashvapati.
It's been a while, Senegem. Over a decade at least.
How did you find this place?
All these years. And the signal you use for the meetup point still hasn't changed. All I had to do was pose as your point of contact. And fish a time and date out of that scout you sent.
Useless bunch of idiots. Just wait until my backup gets here.
Oh, I think that might take a while. The Fontaine and Liyue authorities have your men locked down tight. Every last one.
No. There's no way the cops could have known we'd be here.
Unless, of course, someone deliberately left a trail of clues, leading them straight to the expo. That would be a different story, now wouldn't it? If they hadn't taken your agents out of the equation, I doubt I would have been able to lure you here.
So now what? You gonna turn me in too?
No. The authorities can have your men. But you're mine.
Is that Fatui tech? Looks like your skills are as good as ever. Listen, I know you're mad that I've been racking up Mora without you all these years. but it looks like you still got it. If you want back...
After everything that happened, what makes you think I would want back in?
Because what's the alternative? You're not here for revenge, are you? After Kayemwazet took you in, you really convinced yourself you were one of them, huh? What you should have learned is that banking on loyalty and belonging is a losing hand. Better to cash out before you're in the hole. In the desert, my people live by one rule and one rule alone. The last laugh doesn't go to the righteous. It belongs to the one who knows how to cut their losses. Just look at me. When there's Mora to be earned in the desert, I'm a desert folk. When the opportunities in Fontaine are sweeter, I'm a Fontanian.
You think everyone is as much of a lowlife as you?
A lowlife? There's nothing Mora can't buy, Ashvapati. That includes prestige. You're talking to a renowned Fontanian philanthropist who lives in the Vasari Passage and spends his days going from one grand banquet to the next. Nobody who counts would dare call me a lowlife.
Are you done?
Clearly there's no reasoning with you. Fine, have it your way. But if you want me dead so bad, why'd you come to face me alone? That wasn't the wisest decision now, was it?
Oh, don't you worry. I brought plenty of firepower with me. You could have brought a whole army for all I care. These weapons will bury every last one of you!
What the... Are you crazy? If that thing fires, you're not getting out of here alive either.
Yes, that's the plan. It's high time both of us paid the price for our sins!
He's lost his mind. Get him! Start breaking his bones until he removes this barrier!
Hold it right there, all of you! Otherwise, I've got enough firepower to go around, too.
The Maison Gardiennage!
You got here sooner than I expected.
Hey! What's that in the sky? Looks like bad news!
Ashvapati, you have my word that these people will face the judgment of the Fontaine courts. Remove the barrier and come with us at once.
Fontanian justice is too merciful for them. You should leave us.
Stubborn fool.
I don't deserve them. I have to atone for the things I've done.
What is it you feel you need to atone for? Weapons research?
You're from Liyue, right? Your ancestors were the first people to master the recipe for gunpowder. And yet, they turned it into fireworks and firecrackers that even children could play with. Surely, it's choices like that which make Liyue what it is today. I hear that it's a very peaceful place to live for the most part. But me? I chose to use my research skills to create weapons of war that brought death to countless people and destroyed the only home those kids had. That's why I have to atone. Because I have blood on my hands.
Sounds like you don't know as much as you think about fireworks. They might be harmless fun in this day and age, but they started out as weapons too, you know.
What?
That's right. Fireworks and firecrackers were originally developed for use as weapons. They needed something a little more powerful than usual for purging evil forces and scaring off wild beasts. Over time, evil spirits learned to fear the sight of flames, and the beasts retreated into the mountains. That's when people started repurposing fireworks for entertainment purposes. The peace we enjoy today isn't because we chose to make toys instead of weapons. The weapons are what secured us the peace in the first place. Only then did we have the luxury of choosing to turn them into toys instead. It's people, not weapons, that commit acts of evil. And when people are as bent on destruction as the evil forces and beasts faced by our forebears, whatever tools they have at their disposal end up as weapons.
Time is running out. Please. Leave while you still can.
Relax. Now that we have these guys in custody, I think we can find a way of repurposing these ballistas for the children's amusement.
I knew they were looking for trouble, but they messed with the wrong manager.
Captain, we're in position!
Prepare to intercept! On my signal! Fire!
A fireworks show? Oh.
Recording mode on. Has this always been part of the show? Tea parties are
No funny business.
I never imagined the Guizhong Ballista could be used for something.
If you'll agree to come with us and answer some questions, it would be a big help to our investigation.
Of course. You'll have my full cooperation. I know I'm guilty. Just not sure of the precise crime at this point.
Honestly, me neither. I'm sure a case like yours would have Fontaine's top legal experts scratching their heads. As for these arms dealers, though, I can confidently say that none of them will be getting away with this. So at least you can take some solace in that. I know. There's no sentence the court can give them that will satisfy you. But at least the trial will be a public declaration of their crimes and the punishment they will receive. The victims deserve that much. Considering the alternative was them dying in obscurity to a revenge killing with no one left behind to tell the story. This looks more like real justice to me.
I guess you're right.
Ashfapati in the end. Let's go ask him for an update. Great! Everyone's in one place.
Now that we are on the other side of this incident, I suggest we put any remaining questions to rest here and now. The Voynich Guild won't be responsible for any disputes remaining after this meeting.
Understood. Well, there's been no serious harm to me or any of my compatriots. And with the arms dealing operation closed down, I've achieved my strategic objective. I'm happy to let the Fontaine authorities process the culprits from here on.
I appreciate your flexibility. I'll need all of them in my custody to proceed with the case files. As for you... Given your association with the Voynich Guild, I suspect the boss of the Curatorium might raise some objections if I insisted on bringing you into custody as well.
Then what do you propose, Miss Chevreuse?
While pursuing one of the suspects in this case, it was unfortunately necessary for me to destroy a certain signboard in Nasha Town.
Is that an official confession, officer?
What I'm suggesting is that I don't file charges against Ashfapati, he stays here, and in return, you don't seek damages for the signboard. Sound fair?
Deal.
Huh. That went surprisingly smoothly. Paimon figured it was gonna be a whole ordeal.
Uncle Ashfapati, we...
They told us the whole story. Everything you've done. Even so, we still want you as our uncle.
But
If you'd been less trusting of the promises these men made to you back then, and left some weapons for your own people to defend themselves with, maybe things would have turned out differently. The way I see it, your crime wasn't the weapons research itself. It was failing to use that knowledge sensibly, to protect the ones you cared about.
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Well then, what are you waiting for? The chance to atone for real is staring you right in the face.
Children, from now on, I will protect you with my life.
Traveler, Yelan, on behalf of the Fontaine authorities, it has been a pleasure working with you both. I wish you all the best.
I have plenty of other business to attend to, so it's probably about time I got going as well. See ya.
Looks like you're a free man.
I guess, but even if they won't arrest me, I still have a lot to answer for. I joined the Voynich Guild with my own agenda and nearly ruined their reputation. Are you really gonna let me get away with that?
After you joined us, it didn't take me long to find out that you'd lied about nearly everything. Everything except your desert origins. That turned out to be true. I actually consider the desert my home too, so I was interested to learn who the real Ashfapati was. Thanks to the Traveler, I now know the full story. And my, what a story it is. Granted, the final chapter caused us a fair amount of trouble. But hey, sometimes that's the price you pay for a good ending.
Are you serious?
I mean, obviously I can't let you stay in the guild. Not after all the rules you broke.
I completely understand.
I'd recommend that you take these kids back to the desert.
Why?
The desert has been plagued by seemingly endless conflict since as far back as I can remember. But your story offers a glimpse of a different way of life. Maybe there really is hope for peace in the desert. The Sumeru of today is a different world than what it once was. With Lesser Lord Kusanali at the helm, who knows where the possibilities end? Maybe you could rebuild the home these kids once knew.
I'm flattered, really. But that was a lifetime ago. I'm sure the sandstorms will have buried any last trace of that oasis by now. Sure, we could put up a few tents and call it a settlement. But what then? It would be a brutally harsh existence. There's no way around it.
Where there's Mora, there's always a way. Hello, my dear customer. Why don't you discuss your needs with me? If you can dream it, you can buy it.
So Mora is the answer, huh? All right. Say I wanted to buy a hometown for these children. You telling me I can buy that from you?
Don't take her so literally. She's just doing her sales pitch. Sure can. Huh? Ta-da! I present to you one magical gemstone created by none other than the renowned mage Alice herself. Simply plant it in the ground and a spring will instantly start growing. Before long, you'll have yourself a fully fledged oasis. And the best part is, it's designed to work flawlessly, even in the most arid and sandiest of deserts.
What the?
Huh. Looks genuine to me.
Goodness. They always say you can find everything at the Not Cry Trade Expo. Turns out it's more than just marketing hyperbole. Still, surely a treasure like this must cost the world. As much as I'd love to buy it, I don't think I'm the kind of clientele you're looking for.
Actually, this could be your lucky day. The mage who tasked me with selling this insisted on setting the price herself. And she priced it as whatever keeps the kids happy. Needless to say, I could have found far more lucrative options. But alas, none of them would be worth breaking a promise to a mage over.
Whatever keeps the kids happy? So what is that in Mora?
Good question. I got it! How about I charge you whatever you three kids earned at the expo? Then you can say you bought back your hometown through nothing but your own hard work. I think that would keep the kids very happy indeed. Wouldn't you agree?
Deal!
Well, this was a strange turn of events.
I think it's safe to say that this was one of the more memorable trade expos.
Ready, partner? You got this, partner.
Equipment upgraded. Now's our chance.
Ready, partner?
Keep it together. Slow and steady now. Equipment upgraded. Now's our chance.
No, damn it.
Ready, partner?
This is just a simulation, but be on your guard.
bullshit.
Ready, partner?
Equipment upgraded. Now's our chance.
All right. Okay, after this pull, I'm gonna call it a night. Okay, hold on. After this pull, I'm gonna call it a night. Bah humbug game. But alright, yep, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night here. So bye everybody.